Hey all my great and wonderful people, how are you doing? I hope you're having an amazing day. We're back with something new, something different, something exciting, I hope. If you do enjoy this video, please could you do me the biggest favor, hit the like button down below. Please comment if you have enjoyed this, because we might be doing more of this in the future videos and future episodes. It will be great off the bat, off the chain. So yeah.
And here we go.
So people, a new formation, the 2-4-3-1. I mean, kind of. I mean, technically it is wingback, so it is kind of still a 4-2-3-1, but I kind of don't view it like that. I kind of view it as just, it's two defenders, it's two central defensive players, and then the rest are just outfield players. I mean, that's all it is. And essentially Dumfries and Amavi in this formation, they're wingers, man. They're wingers that have defensive duties, you know. So I don't know. I'm gonna explain the tactics to you, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys, use it. And if you do, let me know down below, or let me know on Instagram. All the links for all my social medias in the description down below. So yeah. So of course, people, this is the 2-4-3-1. It's a great formation to use. Brilliant formation to use. I originally started using it as kind of like a joke. I was like, let me just, two defenders, so what? And it's been working. I mean, for a career mode, I would strongly advise you to maybe not use this in online modes. But if you're a very good player, love to maintain possession, love to, hit the gegenpress all the time, this is your formation. I'm telling you right now, this formation is magnificent. I have never had so much fun with any formation as much fun as what I've had with this. This has been, these 2 seasons in this career mode have flown by because I've just enjoyed using the team. I've just enjoyed being in different situations compared to what I've normally been in, So, believe it or not, this team has won the Champions League, won Ligue twice. It's been amazing. And I mean, okay, look, the team looks quite nice as it is. But it wasn't like that last season. It's only recently, It's all these things, man, all these things. But we're going to hop into the tactics. I'm going to show you how things are done. So off the bat, press after loss of possession. So, like I say, gegenpressing style. You want to, get the ball back as fast as possible. And essentially, the fact that you are playing with, 7 midfielders in a way, kind of, more or less, per se, that your opposition's going to have a hard time running out of their half with the ball. I mean, you've got you've got your striker pressing, then you've got your front 3 or your second 3 pressing, and then they still got to get through the next 4 players just to get to the 2 defenders and then to your goalkeeper. So press after loss of possession, it's an instant hyper press high up the field. It's perfect. It works wonders. Then moving on to the width of everything, because you're defending, you kind of want to, be as compact as possible. So it makes sense to rein in Amavi and Dumfries and just bring them a bit more narrow and force your opposition to try and cross the ball, which is where the likes of Kondogbia and Rongier will be able to help your fullback / winger close out the potential cross and the potential danger. As for the depth, you want to be playing as high as possible, so your centre-backs are kind of always going to be parking on the halfway line or just below the halfway line for when you have the ball and when you're attacking, because you want to keep as many players as you possibly can in your opponent's half, because the more bodies you have in their half, the harder it is for them to get out of their half, and the easier it is for you to attack and score goals. You are going to score a shit ton of goals in this with this formation, believe me. Moving on to the offensive output though, slow build up and possession. You want to maintain the ball in this formation. If you are looking just to counter attack and score goals like that, this is not the formation for you. You're literally playing 2 defenders, and it's not great if you are trying to counter attack. So you always want to maintain the ball, keep the ball, look for the simple passes, keep it going, keep it moving, keep those triangles forming around you. And the fact that you are using your wingbacks as wingers and they play like wingers, there's always going to be an outlet pass for you to hit, or there's always going to be a man free for you to find, And that's why I've been enjoying it, because I normally struggle with possession in FIFA, and the fact that I don't struggle with possession, I normally with this it's literally 55% and up with majority of the games. I mean, if you're facing the likes of a Man City or a Chelsea or a PSG, you know, a big team in the Champions League, you kind of maybe want to alter these tactics a bit, like maybe for the depth wise defensively you want to drop that back a bit more, because you know PSG, they've got the likes of Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, Di Maria, all these great fast talents that will make light work of your two defensive players. So obviously it's a bit of a give and take, but for now I'm just going with the basic outcome of what you should expect. So of course, yeah, you want to keep the possession of everything, and your your team should maintain the possession quite well. The thing that I've noticed about this is the off-ball movements. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it just works to the T, and it's almost perfect, almost perfect. For width, because you've already got Amavi and Dumfries wide and gunning forward, it's you could keep it on 50, but we've gone with a 60 here. You know, go with that good 60. It also spreads out your midfield a bit more as well, so they can cover a bit more space and hopefully combat your opponent's attackers. For players in the box, you don't want too many players in the box. You kind of just want your striker and maybe one other, one of your wingers, perhaps for the opposite side from where the ball's being crossed from. You maybe want one of them. If you guys haven't seen it though, the tips and tricks video, it was released last week. It's done exceptionally well. One of the tips were the double tap square, and you know hit that nice long ground pass that curls just before the goalkeeper. That tactic with this formation, it works amazingly. Like in fact, all those highlights that I got from that were from this formation and this career mode. So it just shows you all those things do work, and this formation is magnificent. For corners and free kicks, you kind of want to commit as many possible bodies forward, but you don't want to overcommit, because the minute you overcommit, there's nobody really to hit the counter attack defense. So we've gone with 4 for both corners and free kicks. As for instructions, so for your goalkeeper, because you're playing such a high line, you do want your goalkeeper to be a sweeper keeper, and you do want him to come for crosses. Come for crosses is very essential in FIFA, especially with the corners, because if it's not on come for crosses, more times than not, the opponent's going to hit a goal, and you're going to be like, bro, what the hell? So just say come for crosses, and of course sweeper keeper, because of that very high line. As for your defenders, firstly, they need to be very quick defenders. You can't have like a Harry Maguire type player in your defense, because it won't work. It will not work. I mean, Boubacar Kamara is 75 plus pace, and Mukiel is, I think, 82. So it just shows you need some pacey ass dudes to be your two defenders. But their instructions, right? So basically, you keep it on normal for everything except for the defensive position. You want them to step up. You want them to step up to the opponent, mark them as tight as possible. It might lead you to some trouble from time to time if you've got a pacey guy like an Mbappe. But more times than not, the man's going to make the tackle, you're going to win the ball back, and you're going to bring back and you're going to retain possession. And that it's like that for both sets of, both the defenders, you know. For your wingbacks, same instructions for your wingbacks. We've got join the attack and overlap, as well as step up. You want your wingbacks to step up, because essentially those flanks are their flanks to run up and down. They control the left or the right hand side respectively, and you want them up and down. People, for this formation, your wingbacks are the most essential thing, so make sure you've got good backups, because if you don't have good backups, your wingbacks are going to be dead. Like, stamina in this game for this formation does not exist. Like, you need to have a good rotation of your boys. So yes, join the attack, overlap, step up. That's what you need. That's what's required to build a good platform for you to build off of for your attack to succeed. You know, you need a good platform to build off of, and that platform starts with Rongier and Kondogbia, who have the same exact instructions yet again, because they're doing the same job just on other sides of the field. And so basically, keep the balanced attack. You don't mind them traveling a bit higher or a bit lower defensively or offensively, it doesn't matter. Sometimes having them outside of the box does help, but there's the odd occasion where you want them running into the box, maybe for a cross or something like that. So keep it on balance, people, believe me. And then interceptions. This is the most important thing. You want them on aggressive interceptions because you want to try and win that ball back as quick and as fast as possible, and then counter attack or regain possession, recycle the possession. So both of them are on aggressive interceptions. And then finally, cover center. You want them to cover the center. You don't want them drifting wide to slot into the wingback positions. Your wingbacks, like I said to you, they're going to be up and down that left or right side flank doing their job. You want Kondogbia and Rongier to, like I say, create a platform for your midfield to build off of. And if they're playing as a wingback, there's no platform to build off of. Then you're going to have Thomas Lemar or Kone dropping into their position, and you don't really want that. So that's why I say cover center. It also protects your back line, or your two defenders. Two defenders. The fact that there's two defenders is hilarious. So yes, cover center, and maybe sometimes they do tend to slot into the thing, creating like a kind of like a back three, but not essentially a back three. You know, you get it. I know you get it because you're smart. You subscribe to Brom Squad. Immediately smart. Anyway, moving on to your right wing. Right wing and left wing, Clement and Ikone, same instructions. Both of them free roam. That's all you need. You just need them on free roam because between Ikone, Lamar, and Clement, you're going to have interchanging positions here, there, and every other way. And it works out really well because it then kind of forces Martial slightly wider of his position, which more times than not it has been a positive for me throughout this career mode. Like Martial he scores like 50 goals a season just using this formation. So brilliant overall, and that's why I think using a free roam for your inside forwards / further forward midfielders works out quite well. Moving on to Thomas Lemar, though, of course, got that free roam, right? But stay on the edge of the box for the cross. You want him on the edge of the box in case there's that ball that gets volleyed out or something and it falls to him on the edge of the box. He can either recycle the possession or he can look to take a shot and get a shot off and maybe even score a goal. That is just how it is. Thomas Lemar has got a great long distance accuracy overall, so it works out quite well. And just a brilliant player, finding the pockets of space, finding the players that are required to pull off the cutting edge amazingness that he creates. So yes, stay on the edge of the box, it works out. You don't want your wingers on the edge of the box because you kind of want them, at least one of them in the box with Martial in case Martial can't get onto the end of a cross or something like that. More times than not, it happens. So yeah. And then finally, Anthony Martial, superstar striker, right here. You want him on stay central, target man, and of course stay forward. You want him to stay forward because he's that outlet ball. He's the guy that starts the break from a defensive clearance, or maybe Amavi or Dumfries can hit them with a over the top through ball. Don't forget to check out the tips and tricks video. There's quite a few of those things in there. But yes, the over the top through ball maybe for him to run onto, and essentially he is your outlet. So, and you want him to be a target man because of the crosses. You want Dumfries and Amavi to be effective. If he's not going to be a target man, those guys are then going to lose their effect, and then if they're not doing their job properly, the formation is kind of useless and rendered stupid. So people, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit different. I've actually enjoyed playing with this formation so much, so I hope you guys do too. If you do try it out, please let me know, and let me know if you want more videos like this, because I'm very happy to do experimental formation videos. Definitely. But you guys will let me know down below. Please hit the like button if you have enjoyed, and guys, I hope you just have the most amazing day. I'm out.